Hello, this is teddygaming and welcome back to another preview video. In today's one, we'll be looking at the tmnt, the RW ongoing series, annual 2023. So yes, we're finally getting another annual, which I must admit I'm quite surprised at, just because it's like the fourth one in, fourth one on... Okay. Hello, this is teddygaming and welcome back to another preview video. Hello, this is teddygaming and welcome back to another preview video. In today's one, we're going to look at the tmnt, the RW ongoing series, annual 2023. And I must admit, I'm very surprised we are getting another annual, just because, you know, for the last few years, we get an annual every year. So I'm glad they keep doing this trend, and I must admit, this one seems the most interesting out of all of them, just because there's a lot of mystery for this one. So yeah, let's take a look at it. So yeah. Okay, so first start off with, in space, want to say, and we do get to see this mysterious turtle, and we don't know who this turtle is. We don't know if it's one of the four brothers, if it's like Jenica, Lita, Venus. We're not too sure who it could be. All we know is that it's a turtle from the future, and we do get to see that this turtle is going through this tunnel thing, sort of how they did it in the was it the Beam Rocks Day Destroys? I think it was, and you know, like the multiverse had tunnels going to different worlds and stuff like that, and we do get to see this character going through it, and that's when we do get to see Armagon comes up, and I must admit it's pretty interesting. And with the actual dialogue itself, it's in like a orange-brown box, so I'm not too sure this could be maybe showing off. Maybe this could be like Mikey or Raph. So I guess we'll wait and see by that. So we're going into the next page. We do get to see the actual Armagon breaking through the tunnel and then biting off this turtle's arm. And I must admit, I'm very surprised by this, just because we don't normally get to see something like this brutal and violent in turtles. And I must admit, seeing it here is just so great and just so graphic and gory, and just, yeah, it works. And yeah, so we do get to see this turtle is just flown in space, and that's when he does go down into the Earth, and that's when he goes into New York, and this electricity comes up, and that's when he pops out. And it's pretty interesting, just because that's when he discovers that basically he is home, or her, it. And yeah, so I must admit, it's really interesting to see this character here and stuff like that. And I'm not too sure what they could be setting up and stuff like that, who this mysterious turtle is. It's just so interesting that finally setting up a good mystery. I know that it's probably not going to last too long with the mystery. They're probably going to reveal who this character is soon. So yeah. But then, you go into the next page, you get to see the turtles all in the lair. You do get to see Mikey eating pizza, Raph punching a punching bag, and there's not really much I can really say here for this scene here. It's just them talking about stuff, and Raph getting annoyed and saying basically, oh, everything's going wrong and stuff like that, and you know, Leo shouldn't be talking about the good old days, stuff like that. It's one of those type of scenes. So yeah, and that's pretty much where we do leave off with this whole preview. And must admit, so far, it's gonna be interesting to see who this mysterious turtle could be and stuff like that. I'm not too sure what this whole story could be about, but I must admit, so far, everything that they've shown us so far is really interesting, really great. The one thing which I will say though is that with the artwork, it's not bad. I think that it's gonna be one of those things that I had to get used to, see a lot more of that artwork to see if the artwork is actually gonna be good for this issue. So far, it looks decent enough for most of the characters, but I think it'd be waiting to see some certain scenes, I would say. So yeah, and yeah, so when going into the next bit, we do have the description for this issue. And yeah, so the description is: the Ninja Turtles take to the streets for a simple patrol, but what they find will rock their shells, realities collide in this oversized special issue, where the Turtles come face to face with a threatening foe, force from oh god, hang on, where was I? Threatening force from the future. Can the brothers band together to take down this mysterious foe? And yeah, that's pretty much all we do have for this description. Must admit, it sounds really interesting. A little bit disappointed if I'm not getting Jenica in this issue, but you know, it's fine. And yeah, so then taking a look at the actual covers themselves, which are really interesting. So we do have cover A, which is done by the main artist, and I must admit, this one looks really great. To seeing this mysterious turtle there, and just seeing the character there with all the different weapons, which must admit, the weapon choice for this one is really interesting, really great. I can't wait to see this character use these weapons. And yeah, and also do think that all the turtles on the floor like that, it really does set up the tone and just overall what's going to be happening in this issue, and I think it's going to be really great, hopefully. So yeah, but yeah, I must admit, this one looks really cool, really great. This sets up everything that you need to know about this issue, and yeah. And yeah, so yeah, and then also another thing which for some reason they're doing is that for this annual they're calling it Out of Time. So I'm not too sure that could be a reference to the actual story or the character or something like that. So yeah. So then cover B, which is yeah, the artwork is not the best, I would say. They do make all the turtles look really ugly. I can't deny that. It's it would be something that I had to get used to for this artwork, but so far it's yeah. I think the less we talk about this one, the better. But yeah, so far it's not bad. I think that all the faces just, but I don't know. Is I can't describe it, but yeah. And then we do have a cover RI1, which is 110 variant, which looks really great. We do get to see this mysterious turtle running through the water or sewers, and looks really great. And we do get to see all the other turtles jumping down, trying to chase after the character. Looks really great, and I must admit, it does actually happen in the actual issue itself. I do think that this could be a really fun, really interesting thing to see, depending on how they go around it all. But yeah, so far I do think this is probably a really great cover. And we do have the online exclusive for IDW, and yeah, I must admit this one also is pretty interesting just because it's the turtle over Donatello, and I don't think it's Donatello. I think it could be either Raph, Mikey, or Jenica. I mean, it's just only just going off by the clothes and the bandana, weapons, and the text box. But at the same time, I'm not too sure who this mysterious turtle could be. But yeah, I must admit, this one just looked really cool, really great to see. Like the turtle just standing over him with all weapons and stuff like that. This one just seems though that it's giving me like a lot more. I don't know how to describe, but like making things like much bigger and better than what they're probably gonna be. And in a way that I do hope this does actually happen, because so far this looks like a really great cover, and really hope it does happen in the actual comic itself. And yeah, and then surprisingly we got UK exclusives. So this is coming from the Forbidden Planet store. We do have this one done by some Bisley, and this one is, there's only 1,000 copies of it, which is pretty interesting. And then if you look at the second picture, which is just this, which I must admit is pretty cool. The Raph in this picture just remind me a lot of the Next Mutation Raph, which is, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but you know, it's there. And yeah. But then also at the same time, it's 20 quid, so yikes. And it's only coming out on the same day that the actual issue comes out. It comes out like a week later, so yikes. And then also same again, we do have another UK one, so again that's really great. Done by Eric Bolt, and must admit it's really great. The artwork for this one looks really great, and the turtles in the Mirage style. I don't know what it is with the Mirage turtles. All of a sudden they're now making a big, some like, you know, like they're coming back for some reason. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but they're there. And this one's only exclusive for 600 copies or printed, and it's gonna be for 17 quid. So yeah. Then the back of it is yeah. I don't have anything to say about it. It's just there. Yeah, it looks good. I just don't think it has anything to the actual story itself. Neither does this one, but you know, it's still pretty great nonetheless. But yeah, I must admit, like, so far, I think this is probably the best cover which they've done for it so far. But yeah, I must admit, overall, this whole issue, I think it's going to be really good and really great. Depending how to go around it, I think that's the biggest thing. Like, because I feel so that this story could be good with the time travel stuff, Mysterious Turtle, but at the same time, we've still seen this stuff done before, I think. But in order to do it good, they need to do, like they need to go hard into with all of it and make it really good to make it stand out. And that's my biggest like fear of this comic so far, is that it's not going to stand out too much. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you do some, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.